Oh, Mr. Beast, why?
How could you do this to me?
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been fooled. We've been tricked. Bamboozled even. I'm sure most of you guys watching this video have heard the news about the whole Mr. Beast situation, and I'm sure a lot of you are heartbroken like myself. It is actually crazy how much of a butterfly effect the whole Chris Tyson situation had. It started so simple. Chris Tyson was getting called out for liking drawn pictures of kids. And then it just went from people being like, oh, Chris Tyson's a little bit of a weirdo, to now being like, oh, Chris Tyson is an actual criminal. Because we had all that stuff at the start. Then old tweets between him and another kid called Lava, who was underage at the time, surfaced. The Discord logs and everything got released, and then loads of people coming out saying that Chris Tyson done this to me, Chris Tyson done that. It is honestly like an episode of 13 Reasons Why. The drama never ends. And then this to be added on top of it, man, is wild. The Mr. Beast brand is probably done after this, or it is at least going to take a fucking significant hit. Now, a YouTuber named Dogpack, who used to work for Mr. Beast, made an entire hit piece on this man. Like, he went for the fucking jugular. It's as if this man is a trained assassin. Jason Bourne is trembling in his fucking boots right now. He went deep. He hit him with so many allegations, and my man had a lot of receipts to do with these allegations. Well, if you want to know the entire situation from start to finish, go watch his video. Now, the first thing we're going to be talking about is the one people seem to be defending the most, and that is the allegations about him faking a lot of his videos. And you know, there was a few points in this video talking about this, and he basically went over the fact that they use CGI for a lot of this stuff, and no shit. There's a video where he literally has an explosion go off behind him, and of course he's not going to do that for the content. And there's a few other examples like that, like some of the doors being fake and CGI. The backgrounds and stuff of a lot of like the Wipeout style challenges that he does are apparently CGI. All of that is basic knowledge, really. I feel like a lot of people with a working frontal cortex who watch his videos would know that that stuff is not real. But when I first heard about all this stuff, I was like, that doesn't really matter. The things in his videos he's doing is still real, right? This is where things take a very drastic turn into, what the fuck are you doing, Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast's whole brand is based off giving back to the world. You know, building homes for people, building wells for people in need, giving money back to people who really need it, bringing his random subscribers on to do challenges and give them money that could change their entire life. That is the fundamentals that Mr. Beast is built off of. That's why he was known as the YouTube's nice guy. But in this video, this guy brings up the fact that in one of Mr. Beast's videos where he was supposed to be bringing on a random subscriber or just a random stranger in general to do like a kind of death run type of course, and the prize was $500,000. Now, the guy in the video constantly talks about how this money will change his life, and even at the end when he wins it, he talks about how it's going to change his life. Hits you in the heartstrings, it makes you feel good for the guy, makes Mr. Beast look like a really good guy too. However, this guy brings up in this video, allegedly 2 months before this video was recorded, this guy moved to where Jimmy lives and was working for Mr. Beast. So he wasn't just a random subscriber. This was all planned out. Prepare yourselves, because the rose-tinted glasses are about to be shattered and you might go blind. Because as I was watching this video, like the Mr. Beast dick sucker that I am, I was still thinking like, oh, he's just an employee for Mr. Beast. Maybe he still needed the money. Maybe he was still doing a good deed. He just kind of, you know, fucking misinformed us about the information. Oh, God, no. No, most definitely not. Apparently, this guy lives in $1 million mansion. Why are you giving money to people with money? Your whole brand is based off of the fact that you are giving back to people who need it. And you are telling me that isn't even true. Like, I'm not saying all of them are fake, especially the early ones. I really do believe the early ones were real, because there were a lot of like realistic reactions to things and stuff from the people. And that isn't the first time that this man has made an appearance in videos. There was like a don't leave the circle challenge or something along those lines. But this time he ends up being the first person to go out of the circle. And do you know what he gets in return for leaving the circle? In a challenge where the goal is to stay in the circle as long as possible, he gets a brand new car. Oh, fucking hell, man. What are the odds that out of everybody in that circle, one of the people that work for Mr. Beast is the first to leave it? I was like, yeah, no, that's a bit scummy, but surely all of his videos aren't fake. Like, for example, the ones where he like spends 24 hours in a place or spends like 7 days in isolation or something. I was like, surely those are real. But Dogpack in this video points out a situation with one of Mr. Beast's videos where he spends 7 days on a raft stranded at sea. And this is actually one of the videos where they bring up the fact that they are doing this for real.
But no, we have to be the real channel.
channel that doesn't fake things.
But Dogpack goes on to show a moment from the time lapse where they are apparently sleeping in that tent, and for a single moment the curtain flies open and you see the empty beds. You can't even do those videos real? But Dogpack goes on to say that instead of sleeping on the raft, they were apparently pulling some Bear Grylls maneuvers and sleeping on the production yacht. I don't know what is real anymore, honestly. Like, my fucking perception of reality has been fucked. Can't remember exactly who it was, but one of the videos I was watching about this whole situation brought up a very good point. They said the fact that, like, MrBeast is the CEO of MrBeast. So there is no way in hell that this super busy CEO of one of the biggest companies in the world at the moment, and putting them in isolation for upwards of 7 days. Like, what, is the fucking business on autopilot or some shit? This is when my reality crumbled. My life fell apart, and now I have a crippling drug addiction. Because that means a lot of my favorite MrBeast videos that I've watched are probably fake. There is a high likelihood that they're fake. Like, one of my favorite videos of his is when they got a random guy to spend as many days as he can in a grocery store, and he won a certain amount of money every single day that passed. I loved that video because the guy in the video who was doing the challenge was fucking hilarious. He was so funny. But now with all this shit coming out, I'm starting to believe that he was a paid actor. And that's the problem with all this shit, because a lot of MrBeast's content is built on trust. You believe that the stuff that he says in the video because you trust him. That's why so many people never even questioned any of this stuff, myself included. But now that a few of his videos have been revealed and have solid proof behind them for being fake, now myself, and I'm sure everyone else who heard about this situation, is questioning every video they've ever seen from him. And a lot of people are playing the argument that it's all for entertainment purposes, because, like, another point that Dogpack here made is that the timers in the videos are fake. They're not actually there, and he kind of makes it look like the contestants just got over the line just in the nick of time. But, like, again, that is common knowledge. That right there is 100% for entertainment purposes. He is building tension in the video to keep your attention and keep you interested. You know, that's fair enough. That right there is the only thing for entertainment purposes. The other bit is just downright diabolical, to be honest. Like, saying that you bring a random subscriber into the video who is actually a well-paid employee of yours, who lives in a fucking mansion, and you're giving him even more money while trying to paint yourself as a saint for giving money to people who need it. That's just fucked. That doesn't have anything to do with entertainment purposes. That is just messed up. And I'm not saying that he has never brought any subscribers onto the videos. He 110% has. And on top of that, it's not only subscribers he has in his videos. Like the last Leave the Circle video, once again, that there was one girl who had to leave the circle for job reasons, and the Dogpack god himself exposes the fact that this wasn't just a random lady. This was an employee for MrBeast, and he had receipts. And not only that, my guy wasn't done. My guy wanted to hit a fucking home run on this man. So he points out several more people that he recognizes from the MrBeast company, including MrBeast's own girlfriend and some of his family members, who are also apparently random subscribers who are just participating just like the other people. And there's a few other things that I'm not going to get too much into in this video, like the stuff with the illegal lotteries that he was doing on live stream. But still, even as I was watching Dogpack's video, I was still in my mind thinking, you know what? Maybe he's just fucking bluffing. Maybe he just has a vendetta against MrBeast and he just wants to end him. But that perception on things was crushed once again. Like, my perception was crushed 5 times during watching this one fucking thing. It was crushed when I seen a tweet from Dogpack himself showing the fact that he got an email off the MrBeast's crew giving him a cease and desist letter. If that doesn't prove that these accusations are true, or even have some truth to them, I don't know what is. That speaks more volumes than if MrBeast came out with a fucking statement, because as it stands right now, this video has been out 7 days. It has 7.5 million views, and I'm nearly 110% that MrBeast still hasn't said a statement. Let me have a look here. That is fucking wild, man. That is crazy. He was faster coming out about the Chris Tyson situation than he was about his own situation. That is fucking ludicrous, man. But yeah, folks, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of this whole situation down below. And I know if I'm making a lot of videos about fucking, you know, controversies and stuff, I don't usually do this. it's just panned out that way. I usually talk about situations like this if it's something that I'm interested in, or if it's something that I personally want to talk about or I'm linked to in any way. So if you're going to subscribe, don't subscribe with the thought that I am a drama channel. That's not the case. I usually talk about movies, animes, and silly subjects like a woman who thought she was a horse. That is me. That's what I do. I don't usually like coming on here and like talking negatively about people and stuff, but yeah, folks, next video we're gonna be back to my regular scheduled program. I'm gonna be talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. I went to see it the other night. Absolutely splendid experience, I must say. Yeah, with that said, folks, for next though, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.